Knicks family, welcome back to the Guard Up Knicks podcast. I'm your host, Apollo Reed. I got my brother Andre Jalil, my cousin Rick Derula. How y'all feeling?
I'm feeling like Reggie Bullock is not a starter in this league.
See?
Listen, I think everybody knows that already.
Jesus.
Anybody.
Give me Frank Ntilikina starting.
Over Reggie Bullock?
Over Reggie Bullock, man.
I don't think I'll do that. Yeah.
He's scared. He's like,
at least he shoots.
I mean, you were saying Frank was scared last year.
Yeah, he's scared, but right now I'm mad at Reggie Bullock.
Oh, right now you're mad. Okay,
yeah. Come on, like what was he doing?
I'm gonna be honest.
He don't shoot unless it's wide open.
Yo, but you saw the pass. Like, what is it with these? You go into the basket on somebody smaller than you, and then you got nervous, and then you tried to pass it to Mitchell, like on a fast break with Andre Drummond on his arm. I don't know. And it's always Reggie Bullock and Julius Randle in them last seconds with the stupid turnovers.
Always. I mean,
or Alfred Payton.
Nah, that Bullock one really got under my skin because it was just like you could have just called a timeout if you were that unsure.
If you were that scared, like what's going on? This dude's scared.
I don't get it. I don't understand. It got on. Like I said, we were down 3. It could have been a 1-point game if anything with Mitch at the free throw line, or you just pull it out. Like you're the guard. You know what I'm saying? Like he had to pick the ball up. Now you're under the basket. Whatever.
Right, you picking the ball up there. He could have just dribbled back out.
The dude doesn't.
After he got a steal, so you're looking at it like, oh, okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Right. And that just shows the IQ doesn't always.
Elevator
don't go all the way to
one of the lowest IQ teams, like out here. Like it's getting annoying. Like they don't know what to do. It's like they get excited. Man, and we played hardball and we were close.
And that's another thing that bothered me about this is that we were really in the game, and we weren't even really playing well.
Right, and we didn't deserve to be that close, but we playing against the Cavaliers. You got to get that win.
Man, listen, Andre Drummond went crazy. He went crazy.
But
if it wasn't for Andre Drummond, they would have lost.
So what about Osman? Why are we leaving the best shooter on their team open? We do this every night. We leave their best shooter open.
We leave all their shooters open.
Everyone open.
They had every 3-point shot they wanted to take.
Yeah, go ahead. My bad.
You started up, man. Who got talking about
first? Of course, we lose to the Cavs 106-103.
And then Damian Dotson put the dagger in there, like who we just got rid of.
Yeah, I mean that's what he does.
He was trash all night though, so he
was over
came
7.
into it.
He was like 0-7.
Yeah,
and then snapped out.
By the way, if y'all don't, come on, y'all see what we doing over here. I'm saying real quick. Let me fix my shirt.
Don't be showing that off. You ain't sent us no shirts yet, no.
Yeah, nah, you ain't getting that.
Supposed to be special or something.
You know what I'm saying? I'm right here. I'm right here with it. We gonna get it right. Come on, son. Chill out.
Yeah. Like you showing off, Ricky.
Yo, just send me your address, man. Just send me the address. Like,
you say that, but you got the hat on, man.
Word, he had the hat for a damn near year. What's up? Like, let's talk about that.
But I wasn't flaunting it on the podcast with y'all.
I wasn't. Oh, so you wasn't flaunting on the podcast? Look, ask him where it was. Yo, Ricky, ask him where his hat was. He said it was where?
Where was that?
It was in the bedroom closet. I was like,
how many live drinks we did? You got your hat sitting in the closet? Because that's what I'm talking about. Anyway, man.
Because I wasn't trying to show. I was trying.
Disappointing. Just like the Knicks, you turning it over.
You know what?
That's how you feel it. Hey, listen. Hey, I got a Knicks hat on too. I ain't even mad at you. But anyway, we lose. But of course, we're gonna start from a positive note because we could easily go into the negative. But that one positive note, right? My man, you got to start that man. It's got to happen.
Over Reggie.
Not over Reggie. I think he should start over Alfred. At least have somebody else out there that can shoot. You know what I mean? Like that, having him, and it's basically the same thing, honestly, because Alfred will have the ball in his hands, and then IQ will be the guy. You know what I mean? moving on ball, kind of like what Reggie's doing. You kind of want two guys out there that'll be a threat from deep. You know what I mean? If Reggie is out there with Quickly, he's somebody that you can think that he might hit the shot. You know what I'm saying? At least you think he'll hit the shot. But like he did earlier tonight, I think he head faked and he drove inside and he hit the floater. And I'm like, Reggie, if you can do that regularly, you will be a way more efficient and effective shooting guard. Like just for the team.
Reggie's scared. He don't want to do nothing.
He's scared.
Wrong.
Yeah, and in one word, he's scared.
If you watch this game, we got too many dudes that's scared to be aggressive and be that guy. Like I know it's a team sport, but like nobody wants to take that risk. And like, you know, like what you had somebody like Austin Rivers. He took that 3-pointer on a fast break. If it goes in, like we tied up. But if you miss, it looks like come on, like. But he wasn't hot. He wasn't warming up.
Yeah.
He just took it. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta have that kind of attitude to kind of like get into it.
Yeah. And you know, and that's kind of what I do like about Quickly is he brings something different to the game than the rest of these guys. Like you said, he had 23 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and for some reason it doesn't matter how much he scores, how much what his stats look like. He always plays bigger than what the stat line showed. It says he has 23 points, but it just feels like every time he touches the ball, he's just been going off the whole game for some reason. He has just that feel to him. I've said it from the beginning. You have to get more shooting out there if you plan on keeping Julius Randle and RJ Barrett and Mitchell Robinson in your starting lineup. Part of the reason, which I'll probably touch on later, that I do think that needs to happen is, or actually, no, what I will say is, I don't think, hot take, I don't think we'll be successful as a team, no matter how well we're playing together, if you have those three guys consistently in your starting lineup: RJ, Mitchell Robinson, and Julius Randle. And I say that to say, because in this league, if they're going to make you shoot, if you guys aren't knocking down shots, who are we going to depend on to knock those shots down? It's yet to be proven. You know what I mean? Even quickly tonight, how many 3-pointers did he have? I think he had 2 of them. He had 3 of them. He went 3 for 7 from the 3-point line. He can't be the only guy out there as a threat. You know what I mean? Because it's not really going to help us as much. Him playing at his best, I mean, I think that'll get us to a point where we can be serviceable with this lineup. But I don't see how you don't look to make a trade. You know what I mean? Honestly, I don't see how you don't look to make a trade. You have Julius Randle, you have Mitchell Robinson, you have RJ Barrett, who all primarily get their baskets from the inside. And until the 1 and the 2 spot proves that they can shoot efficiently, they're not going to be able to be successful together, as far as I can see. But I don't know. That's just me.
It looks like they need to, because right now this is definitely Julius Randle's team.
Mm-hmm.
And the way he's playing, like, do you have that image that I sent you? That I sent you guys with his numbers versus AD?
Yes, I do. I do have.
Yeah.
How can I get this?
And his numbers would be better if he had shooters, because he's being patient and he's passing the rock, and guys aren't knocking down shots.
Yeah,
right.
You know what I'm saying? We had a nice little run in the beginning where dudes were knocking down shots, but this dude needs shooters. This is a shooters league. Unless you guys could dominate in the paint, that's what we need. But here's the other thing. I don't know if I mentioned this to you guys, but I think we said this. I think we need our center to open it up too. Like, you know, during the summers, they always show Mitchell Robinson shooting these threes, right? And like he gets there, he's wide open. They leaving him alone out there, 5-6 feet. Why can't he take that shot every now and again?
Right.
Like, even if you give him a limit on the shots. Like I was talking to homie in the barber shop earlier today, and I was like, "Yo, like give him like one in the quarter. If he make it, he get another one. If he miss, then you shut him down. Something like that. But make them respect you out there as a big man. Like he's not looking at it. Remember when we had Ronnie Turiaf?
Yeah.
And he'd be like 10 feet from the basket and never look to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like,
that used to bother the hell out of me.
Yeah, I couldn't stand that.
Yeah.
So right now we got Mitchell Robinson, who's athletic, and he caught a nice little spasm tonight. And Nerlens Noel took a bad tumble too. Matter of fact, like that looked bad.
I hurt his wrist.
That was
he
bad.
got a nice little block, but he landed. You know, he a lightweight, and these guys, somebody's got to shoot a three. Mitchell Robinson got to shoot. It don't even got to be a three. Just take the jumper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, just make them respect you. I mean,
make them step out, get out of the paint.
Yeah,
you can't get nothing in there.
I don't know how long they're gonna just have him just looking. He's not even facing at the rim.
Right, you know what I mean? Super short leash.
He's facing the sideline when he gets the ball wide open at the he's not even at the 3-point line. He's at high post most of the time.
Right. That's what I'm saying. From there, he could just step up a little bit and do a little big man floater or something. He got to do something. He got to be a threat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
but what will make quickly more effective is if people move without the ball. When he has the ball, he's moving. He's looking for movers and cutters, but nobody's moving. Everybody's staying in the spot where they want to shoot, and it's not effective. It makes defense easier for the other team because to guard their man, they don't have to do anything. And I don't know, man. Just the silly mistakes on our end on offense, mostly just the turnovers. It was ridiculous. The silly fouls, I think, mostly in the second and third quarter, or first and second? I can't remember, but you know they got a handle on it later on. But then they had turnovers in the fourth quarter that were just costly. And I don't even want to say Cleveland beat us because we beat ourselves tonight. And,
100%. 100%.
It just
we getting our own way. We step on our
own. It was annoying to watch.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It wasn't. And RJ Barrett, man. Y'all talking about on the last one, and Josh, you talking about, you know what I mean? This kid some time. He ain't got a jumper. He ain't got no handle. He got the sometimes just like what he dribbling for.
He used to be more focused in this though.
These dudes
he hit, but he was perfect from the foul line.
He was perfect tonight. He was perfect from the foul line. He was 4 for 4 from the foul line. He what did he end up with? I think he had 20 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. He was 2, and then he started knocking his threes down tonight. He was 2 for 4, 50% from 3. So, I mean, there's always going to be things that we can pick to be upset about, especially with RJ being so young. He hasn't figured the game out. As much as the guy, if we've gotten Frank Ntilikina, Kevin Knox, we gave all of these guys years to improve. We see a little bit in RJ in year 2, and then we're like, nah, I don't like him. Man, he's miles ahead of all of those guys that we got patience with. And it's just like we're gonna be fine. He's going to be okay. The kid, he makes silly mistakes. He's gonna learn. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what else to tell you. You know what I mean? I don't see any world where he ends up not a good player.
Fingers crossed he learns, man.
Nah, it's he
the dribbling thing, yeah, he gonna learn that. That's not his game. Handling the rock is not his game.
I mean, it is playmaking is part of his game. He's a partial playmaker, and I mean, if you really look at his stats in the game, he's a playmaker. But it's hard to play make on a team when you have no shooters. It just is. You know what I mean?
When you wanted them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. The same thing with Julius Randle. He's not a great shooter, but at the same time, when did
he's a big man.
That's not true. This is 2021. What do you mean?
All right. Well, we talk about RJ. It's 2021. You know, he's 20.
Yeah, and he's been in the league for 2 years. Not even. He's been in the league for a year and a half.
What I'm saying, though, Cap, if you're a shooter, you're a shooter. Like we all know, even if Quickly has a bad shooting night, it's a bad shooting night. RJ comes in there and he's shooting bad. We don't know if this dude could shoot.
We're not depending on him to shoot, though.
Huh?
We're not depending on him to shoot, though.
We're not depending on God to shoot.
No,
kind of hard.
No, he's not out there as a shooter. He's not someone you can look at like I passed to him.
All right, so but Thibodeau says, when you get the shot, you take it. The dude's open in the corner. They're not really respecting.
No, I mean I understand what you're saying, but we're not looking. It's the same thing for Elfrid Payton. We're not looking for him to shoot, but we're looking for him to knock down the open J. It's the same exact thing. Same thing for Julius Randle. We're not looking for him to shoot the 3.
So who we got as shooters? Because this is what soon as I saw Reggie Bullock starting,
This is the issue. The only shooters we have on this roster, there's 3 of them. There's 4 of them actually. It's Kevin Knox, Alec Burks, Quickly.
When is he coming back?
Well, he was sprinting on the sidelines earlier today, so he should be back soon.
Lord Jesus, if you're real, God, please.
And the last guy is Reggie Bullock.
Reggie Bullock is not a shooter,
and he's not a shooter, but
he's supposed to be though, right? We can't. He's supposed to be a 3-and-D guy, right?
He's not.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what you said. He's great on defense. He's supposed to be a shooter, but he don't shoot, and his defense is average at best.
Yeah, it's like he has a great defensive player, kind of like the end of the game. He gets to steal, and it goes down to the end of the court, the other side of the court, and then what happens? He throws a turnover. Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you bringing us? And this is what I mean. I don't care how bad RJ plays. He ain't never gonna have a worse game than Reggie Bullock. He ain't never gonna have a worse game. He's never gonna have a worse game than Elfrid Payton.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? He's 20 years old and he's learning how to step. Number one, a lot of these guys.
So the bar is low. Let's just say that the bar is low.
The bar isn't low. He just can't shoot yet. Like he literally does everything else well.
Yeah, he's
learning. He's learning how to shoot. It's something that you saw tonight. He hit down 2 threes, and that's something that you at least want him to do. If he's going to take 4 3-pointers, give me 2 of them. That's it, and that's what he gave you tonight. I can't ask for no more from RJ besides for to clean it up, not to get those silly turnovers like that one you did with Drummond. Got that pick on him at the end of the game. Actually, it happened twice, but the second one wasn't really his fault. It was like a pass into it, and as soon as he turned around, Drummond was there. But like I said, these are the things that you're going to learn.
I send them off for Bradley Beal. I send them off.
I wouldn't be mad at you if you did that. Listen, I wouldn't be mad. I'm going to be honest with you. Nobody here is good enough for me to keep except for Julius Randle. Honestly, if I'm really being honest, on a championship caliber team, no. On a championship caliber team, Julius Randle is the 6th. Nah, I'm lying. He's not the 6th man. He's definitely the 3rd best player on the championship team. But the rest of these guys, they're not coming off the bench. Maybe RJ will come off the bench. Mitch will come off the bench.
It don't even got to be a championship team because if he has shooters, like, we need a shooter. Right now, like he has shooters, the people who are aggressive and confident.
I don't want to get into too much about what we need because if we gave us shooters, then we'd be picking out things that we don't like about Mitchell Robinson's game. Or things we don't like about this person's game. Like that's what I'm saying. We don't have.
I like Quickly.
Yeah, I love Quickly. But what I'm saying is we don't have all of those pieces yet. You know what I mean? And I don't think there's anyone out there that we can actually just say, whatever. But anyway, like I said, tonight it was just turnovers from the beginning, turnover after turnover after turnover, and it really didn't get better. I do want to talk about my man Knox real quick. He came and down. He came and knocked it down a couple times. Had a couple threes. Before this game, he was shooting 44% from the 3-point line. And like I said with Rick the other night, I was saying like, "Yo, you gotta start this man." It might, I might not be. Yeah, I would really rather Knox come off or start at that position. Over Reggie, for sure.
Yeah, I'll take Knox over Reggie at this point because at least he's not afraid to shoot.
Yeah, for sure.
How do we have a shooter who doesn't want to shoot?
Yep. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's hard to watch. You know what I mean with Reggie because every game it's like you see that lineup and he's out there, and then it's like, all right, well, what is he gonna bring as this game? Like, is he literally? The sad part is he's just out there because of chemistry and floor spacing. He's not out there because he earned a great spot. There's nobody at his position that he's outplaying right now because it's really just Alec Burks. And where is he? He's not here. You know what I'm saying? But he's not really doing anything great.
Look at Knox. Knox scored 6 points in 17 minutes. Bullock was out there for 30 minutes and scored 4 points. Like, you're a shooter. How many shots did he take?
And listen,
only had 4 points.
He had 4 points, and to top it off, he was a -9.
Yeah.
Which means he wasn't really guarding anybody out there that much. So,
so 3D, you're not doing
on the
any of it.
defensive end.
Yeah, I mean, he had 2 steals.
He was doing this thing on defense.
He moves. That's the thing. He's one of those guys.
Busy.
He's a willing defender, and that's why he has his minutes. Because he's a willing defender and he can shoot. He's not a shooter and he's not a lockdown defender, but he can shoot and he's a willing defender. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my man, last laugh. My bad, Taj. Taj, let me tell y'all something about Taj. I mean, you can say all of these guys on the Knicks is a bust if you really don't want to be technical.
Oh, but, I mean, we talking about bust. We talking about Dennis Smith Jr. He the number 1 bust.
I mean, the team is chock full of busts. But anyway, pause. But I'm gonna be honest with you, Knox. Knox, I wouldn't say he's a bust just yet, but he's definitely
he tried.
He was close. To be a bust. He was really, really close. He was really close to being a bust.
Oh,
he was really close to being a bust. But I mean,
he's trying actively.
I don't gotta see.
I think last year was a big hindrance on his development. You know what I mean? Because he just couldn't really. There's no way you're gonna have Mook come in here and play the way he was playing, and you're gonna just start Knox over him. You know what I'm saying? So Knox, I'm sure that was a knock to his confidence, and it took a little while for him to bring it around. But I think at the end of the day,
no coaching.
And he had no coaching. I mean, you have a coach now. You're starting to see what he's doing every game. He's in there for whenever short bursts, and even when he's in there, he's knocking shots down, guarded, heavily contested. It's not like he's just hitting open threes like we're asking guys to do. But he's hitting. Okay.
Knox is one of those players. You see, he's big, he's long. Like he could go to the basket more often. He could be way more aggressive. We could be talking about Knox way more often in a positive way. You know what I mean? He gets those jumpers, but it's just like I don't know what the coach is telling these guys, but he's like a strong dude. He's long, like he's got smaller guys a lot of times defending him. He could take these dudes to the basket. It could be barbecue chicken down there.
Yeah. I mean,
and that's just the thing there. Like it's not like I'm not trying to knock these guys a lot, but they're just not aggressive. They're like not confident, and it just looks like it. And they're doing these passes, like they're apprehensive with the passes, and that's what it seems like is going on. It just seems like they're living off of what Thibodeau can tell them in the system, but they're not caught up with their confidence if they need to do something on the fly yet.
Yeah, if you saying like if they need to pull something out of the hat, they don't just got.
They're not, they're scared to do it. They don't want to do it. They want to give it off to somebody else. We seen Alfred. He's giving it to Julius, and it's like, dude, you're the point guard. Bring it up. This guy he doesn't want to shoot. Whatever the case, I don't know if these guys shoot with like dummies in front of them or not, or whatever needs to happen.
Oh, there's a bunch of dummies in there.
Yeah, they got a lot of dummies in practice. But it's just that thing. Like when you look at Knox, he's like one of those dudes you look at like, damn, if I had that body, dude, I'd be dunking on everybody. He ain't getting no dunks none of these games.
Yeah,
he's not moving. And this is what I'm saying. Like, I just want to tell Knox to his face, listen, you don't always have to shoot. Like, you have other talents. You can drive. You dunk. I've seen you dunk with authority. Like, don't be so set to do the same 3-point.
He wants to do a shoot. He only wants to shoot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't have to. That's not the only thing that you have. You have other talents. Like, it makes it so easy to guard you when you're just standing in the corner waiting to shoot.
This goes back to why I said all of these guys can go. I'm gonna be honest with you. As much as I love this Knicks squad, and as well as we're playing, as little sparks we've shown so far, all of these guys can go. Like, to be honest, if Julius as our best player can go, then why not any of these other guys? Because there's so much each one of these guys can do better. Like you're talking about Knox. The one thing about Knox I do not understand is why he doesn't try to create for himself. You know what I mean? Everything comes from a pass. Like he catches it and then it's a head fake move. It's never like, all right, I'm gonna make my own move based off of what you do. It's like I'm just gonna catch it and shoot, or I'm gonna catch it, head fake, and drive to the basket and see what I can get. It's never like, all right, I got a ball creation, step back, let me get some space so I can knock down the jump shot, the mid range. once he starts hitting that mid range, that'll be something that I'd love to watch. You know what I'm saying? Like Knox to be able, he's 6'9", 6'10", long arms. Look at Durant. How easy is it to guard him on the pull up?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what always bothered me about Kevin Knox. Yeah, you can knock the shot down.
He's not making his defenders work.
But when it comes to the jab step, the drive, give me a little step back real quick. Just a little step back. He did it once last game. It looked good, and then that was the only time I saw him do it. Before or after. It was only one time I saw him do it, and it worked. But to me, it just shows that that's not a go-to. He doesn't practice it enough to just pull it out of his hat. You know what I'm saying? Like when I play ball, these are moves that I practice so much that when I'm doing a move and I see somebody is on my hip while I'm driving, of course I'm going to use a snatchback. It's just because I practice it, not because I'm nice. It's because of a practice. It's because of the work that you put in. And I said it from the first year I saw him play. I said he needs to get with Chris Brickley. If he could just get with Chris Brickley and he can just get some confidence in his creation, because I've seen him do it. I've seen him do it plenty of times where randomly he'll pull a move out of his hat. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, whoa, what part of Kevin Knox is that? He did it to Durant in his first year. I remember that. But it's just like, it's not something he can go to. It's not a go-to yet. And it's disappointing, of course. There's guys who come in the league like Taylor Horton Tucker for the Lakers. The dude is just balling right now. This is a bench guy, like a bench player, certified bench player. But he wouldn't be a bench player on this team. You know what I mean? So, and this is what I mean. Like, we're going to have to find a way to get those kind of guys on this roster, guys who can knock some shots down, some guys who are threats, because at this point, we don't have anyone you can give the ball to and say, yo, go get me a bucket outside of Julius Randle. And it's to the point now where he's going to get all of those buckets by being so worn out because he's being double teamed and all of that. You know what I mean? So I don't know. But yeah, like Mr. Last said, yeah, Taylor Horton Tucker is balling. The kid is a baller, and it's the guy from the G League. And that's what you do. You got scouts, and that's why you get these guys to come in here and find talent that other guys just normally wouldn't be seeing because they're only watching NBA games.
But one of the things, Kat, like you said, you talk about this guy getting with his coach. You know, there's something I see in brothers when they have that instinct. You know, a lot of times when I play ball, I'm not trying to compare myself to an NBA player, but sometimes you kind of just do something like you just pick it up. It just
the ball is a baller, man. Yeah,
right. Like you just go, like a spin move just kind of happens. Like you ain't got to think about it. You get in somebody's head, you move there. Like, and it just seems like. What year is this for Knox?
He's going. This is his third year. I think it's his like
12, like, you know,
12, 13 game.
I think, you know, because it looks like what I do appreciate about Alfred, even though I'm not a big fan of his, is those games when he's aggressive, we do well. We do a lot better because you know they're not scouting for him to be aggressive and do well, right? So he goes out there and he's aggressive and he goes to the basket, and when he actually makes his layups, you know what I'm saying? Like the brother helps out a lot because if you don't have a jumper, you got to do something. Right. But whatever they telling him to mix into his Kool-Aid to get him to be aggressive, I think everyone needs to be like aggressive. And you know, that was always the thing I liked about these hotheads. Like what I always loved about people like Ron Artest, or somebody like J.R. Smith, when these dudes are like a little bit nutcases, like you kind of need dudes to be like that to like dunk on the dudes that they doing it on. Like, you know what I mean? Like stop being nice and shooting jumpers and playing safe. Like go in there and dunk on Andre Drummond or something. Like give the guys regular Joe in here. I see you, bro. But
it's good, Joe.
You know something, you know, but that's my thing with Knox. Like he, you know, you have natural talent, and sometimes like somebody plays off instinct, and this is why we like Quickly, right? It just looks like he's been a point guard for like a long time. It just looks like it's in him. He knows those floaters that kid throws up, man. He's got like a touch for it. Like his jumper, he's got a touch for it.
Tell me when you watch him throw up floaters effortlessly, and then Alfred gets in the game and then bricks like a regular layup.
Yo, tell me that he's airballing floaters.
And this is something that's funny because it happens all the time. I noticed something, and then I'm like, yo, like it might have been 2 weeks ago. I said, yo, this guy misses a lot of baskets at the rim. It was just something I noticed from watching it. And I was just like, all right, well, what made me notice it is, where can you be effective? If you're not going to shoot the three, at least give me a layup or aggressive attack, get to the free throw line every single time. But for you to continuously get to the basket, you're getting past your man. You know what I mean? It's not like you're still working for the basket once you get there. You're getting past your man. And you throw the floater up, and it's front iron, off the backboard. And it's like, bro, what do you work on? If you're not going to work on your jump shots, how are you not hitting floaters? What are you working on in practice?
Yeah, you know, the funny thing was, like I loved when I used to play. I used to love playing against big dudes, because big dudes would think they would scare you, right? Because, like, you know, dudes might not know what your game is, right? So when the big dude come in, but like, all right, I'm gonna throw this floater up. I'm either gonna use the backboard and make it high enough where the dude can't get it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going. If you throw it high, you got the chance it's gonna bounce, and you get the favorable bounce. It ain't like a big shot. You throw it up, like, you know what I mean? And like he shot a shot today. It looked like he went like this, like he pushed it straight.
Yeah.
Yo, went straight to the rim. It's like, yo,
there was no arc on it. Yeah. But you know what, Dre? He's doing what you asked him to do, because before he was scoring like 2-4 points a game. You were just like, yo, he needs to score. I forget the number you said. I think Alfred. Yeah. Okay. I think you said like 10 points a game. Tonight he scored 9. The previous game he scored, I think, over 10. So he's doing what you already asked. So I mean,
yeah, but that's what I was asking from Frank. Give me 10, 15 a night, something.
Yeah, Joe, we talked about that, man. That Reggie steal, and then drive, and you pick the ball up. That's one thing they always say. You don't pick up the ball. You don't pick up your dribble. Why are you picking up your dribble under the basket?
Yeah.
What?
He's scared.
Yo, bro, he was under the basket at the baseline. Why are you picking up the ball?
He's a shooter that doesn't want to shoot. It's a fish that doesn't want to swim. I don't get it.
Like I said all the time, Reggie Bullock is that 6'7" dude who busts ass on the regular park. So you grab him, so you go on the roster because he could play D, and he's aggressive. He's not like somebody, he's a specialist at this or that. Nah, he's not a specialist at nothing.
Alfred is giving me a lot of Chris Duhon vibes.
Why you say that?
That's how bad it is.
You know I never liked Duhon. I know there's Knicks fans out there that like Duhon. I could not stand Duhon.
If I saw Duhon on 34th Street,
I already know where you're going.
I'm taking my mask off.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie.
Still mad at that dude.
Duhon, he has a special place in my heart that is hard to replace. And he's gonna stay right there. I ain't even got no problem with him being there. But anyway,
and like regular Joe, we gotta come up with the starting lineup, man.
Yeah, I was about to say that lineup gotta go. It has to go. At least change quickly, because
quickly gotta go in there. We gotta go in there.
If you're gonna put Bullock in there, like I don't.
Well, when Burks come back, hold up, wasn't Burks starting Burks was starting, right?
He was coming off the bench.
Yeah,
he got to do something.
But he's not playing point guard. But yeah, once he comes back,
I'm sorry.
Okay.
If we could put Quickly in at the point, and then put Burks at the 2.
Burks at the 2.
Now you have somebody to pass the rock to, because this is getting out of hand. I think Julius Randle will have like 12 assists a night, 15 assists a night if dudes knock down their shots.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous. It's out of control.
I don't even know if Burks is close to coming back.
I was lagging hard just now. So well, like I said earlier, they were sprinting. They were sprinting. Burks was sprinting on the side of the court. Yeah. Before the game. During shoot around. So he looks like he's ready to come back.
Getting the legs right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was getting some sprints in and all of that.
He's greatly welcome back.
I can't wait till the dude comes back. There was another point that I had to make real quick. Where we at? Nerlens Noel low key had a pretty decent game. He was more effective than Mitchell Robinson tonight, as far as I'm concerned.
He looked like he was a little bit more aggressive out there too.
Yeah, he picked up fouls quickly tonight.
Who, Mitch?
And they let him play. No, Noel. What did he have? 4 fouls, I think. 5 fouls.
He has 6 blocks with it too. Yeah, he has 6 blocks.
Yeah, he's playing well. Yeah, 4 fouls, 4 points.
He was, and that's the thing I like about these guys. They don't necessarily have to put a lot of points and numbers on the board to be so effective.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I feel funny about our centers not getting like you got Nerlens Noel never went to the free throw line once.
I mean, and
you don't create.
These guys aren't looking for their own shots. As we said before, you got Mitchell Robinson standing at the hot post, not even looking at the rim. You got Nerlens Noel, who you can leave him wide open. I think what was he at, like 15 feet out at the baseline earlier tonight, and just bricked it off the side rim. And I'm just like, bro, like, what do you? I don't get it. And this is what I mean. At some point, you're gonna develop everything around all of these guys, and then you're gonna start looking at Mitch, and you're gonna start looking at RJ, and look at all of these pieces that you coveted, and then you're gonna start saying, wait, how good are these guys? And did I wait too long before I moved them? And that's what these guys are thinking. I promise you, that's what this front office is thinking right now. It's not something. Yeah, it's and I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I want to see a trade. I have to see a trade. This team does not fit. This team doesn't fit. As well as we were playing earlier, we were getting lucky. I'm gonna be honest with you, because even at our best, even at our healthiest, we blew out the Bucks. But I mean, like tonight, why are we struggling with a team that was missing three, 4 starters?
We looked horrible, and we still could have won this one.
And they were missing 3 to 4 starters. It was terrible.
Exactly.
You're missing Darius Garland, Colin Sexton. You're missing Kevin Porter Jr. You're missing Kevin Love. The only person that played was DeAndre Drummond, and he gave you stats for all of them, apparently. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just hard to watch.
Yo, he made me jealous. He made me jealous. He's a real center.
Yeah, what'd I say?
DeAndre.
I said DeAndre Drummond?
Yeah.
I like that better anyway. I think DeAndre Drummond.
DeAndre Drummond is like a true center.
Yeah,
he's a true center. Yeah, he's a true center.
We made him look like an all-star tonight, man. This guy had 33 points.
That's what bothers me, because when he goes against other star centers, he looks like a bum. That's what I don't like. I don't like that. And you know, I mean, there's a lot of people who say, yo, we got to go get Drummond. Drummond gonna come in and stink it up. Now you're gonna see why he was on Detroit for so long.
I don't want him.
He gave us the Heisman already. He didn't want to come here. He gave us the Heisman.
I'm fine with that.
I don't want him.
He's from New York too.
I'm sticking with Mitch. I like Mitch. I like Mitch. I just want him to take a jump or two, but that's a coaching thing. So I'm not mad at Mitch for that. I like Mitch is getting better. Mitch is getting more mature. I think the game is slowing down for him. He's getting in there. I like him, and I actually like Nerlens coming off the bench. I don't know what kind of superstar center we're gonna get. We still got to see what we're gonna get from Obi.
That's what I wanted to talk about. What did y'all think about Obi's game tonight?
I ain't seen nothing.
He played 10 minutes.
Yeah, but I ain't seen nothing. He grabbed a couple rebounds.
He didn't have a game tonight.
I mean, from what I saw from Obi, I think they're still trying to. I think they continue where they left off. They're still trying to figure out where he'll be most effective. I don't think they had any progress in trying to figure out where he would be most effective since he got injured. I'm not sure they have even game planned at all for where they will be playing him, because at some point you have to say to yourself, okay, we wasted a lottery pick on this guy. We have to make him a part of what's going on. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what's going on. I don't care how well Julius Randle is playing, which is another reason why I say everyone is tradable. Everybody's on the table, even Julius Randle. As well as he's playing, he's trade bait. I'm so sorry. I don't care what anybody says about the numbers he's putting up. He's putting up amazing numbers. But let's be honest. Is there a team that you could say Julius Randle can continuously put up these numbers for and then win at the same time? I don't see it, because he has to have the ball in his hands the entire game in order to get these numbers. And I think that's what people aren't realizing is the usage. Yes, he's making the shots, the stats are coming, but the usage is extremely high. It's extremely high. So I don't see where they can continue to run this system and it's effective with this roster. There has to be a move that's made soon. And I'm sure they're looking. There's no way they're sitting around doing what the same old Knicks did in the past, because that's why these guys are here, to do something different. So I don't know. That's just my viewpoint on what they're gonna do. But like I said, Obi played 10 minutes tonight. He only had 2 points. He was on the boards. He was all over the boards.
And I think free Kevin Knox. I don't even know about Kevin Knox, to be honest with you.
I mean, like I said, like we talked about Kevin Knox. I want to see Kevin Knox start. I would rather listen. He's not amazing right now, but he's doing a lot better than a lot of these guys. And someone that he's doing better than, that does basically what he is supposed to be doing, is Reggie Bullock. And I don't see why you can't just make that swap real quick, just to see what it's like before Burks comes back, before you make the official lineup change with Emmanuel quickly. But
maybe a light of fire on the Bullock.
Marcel said that regarding Obi, that he just came back from an injury and they playing safe with him.
Yeah, they're playing him safe. I'm just worried about where they're playing him. I haven't seen him.
I think they gave him the green light on shooting threes, because you be shooting them rainbow shots.
Yeah, I mean, but he's always shot threes. I think that's part of his game. I just don't think that's where they should play him. I think you got to see
him in there. Get dirty.
Yeah, get some high post, low post, something where he can use his body. Everything
he's athletic enough, he can make some things happen down there. Give him some problems. Get teams into foul trouble.
Now that I think about it,
anybody down.
Now that I think about it, I wonder how long he's been dealing with this calf injury, because that's probably why they haven't really been playing him inside much. They've been trying to keep him outside of the paint and shooting or something like that. I don't know. But
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. Kyrie Irving not gonna be happy. He ain't gonna have the ball enough. They're gonna start talking about trades, and then they're gonna try and move him over. They said, "Why don't you go across the Brooklyn Bridge?"
Yo, bro, don't. It's not about to be the place for that. Nope, we're not doing that.
They're gonna go across the Brooklyn
Bridge.
So
anyway, so y'all talking about all this.
It's gonna be an easy trip for him, because the world is flat, so he'll just have to walk straight.
So go right across the bridge. It's flat. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna give him who they gonna give him. They're gonna give up everybody for this dude. Or it's gonna be Bradley Beal. All these teams that's supposed to be winning that's losing. Something like that.
I don't know.
Kyrie, let's go, Kyrie.
Wow, that's not even fun.
At least he can't even say with a straight face. Look at him.
I know. At least he could score though. Jesus, at least he could.
Yeah, that is true. When he plays.
When he plays.
Yeah, when he's talking to the media.
Anyway, I'm trying to figure out what we're gonna do with these guys. Quickly has to start. It has to happen fast. I would rather see Taj Gibson out there a lot.
Yeah, more. I thought he was going to make an appearance when Mitchell went down, and Noel had 4 fouls or 3 fouls at the time. I thought we were going to see Taj, but they kept Noel in, and that was it.
Yo, why do you think the coach is doing this? Why do you think he got Bullock out there? Was he trying to get him his trade value up or something like that?
Maybe.
Nah, man. I mean, honestly, I get why. There's the only other person that you would be starting at his spot would be Alec Burks. Knox isn't a 2. He's really a 3/4, sadly. So he's not going to be placed at the 2 spot. As far as Bullock and all of our other guards, Dennis Smith Jr. is not playing. He's healthy. He's just not playing, which makes me happy.
It's like super hard, dude.
That makes me happy, and I say that makes me happy, not because I don't like Dennis Smith Jr., but because it shows that he's not. Tom Thibodeau's not just out there playing guys because he got them. Like, he's gonna play the guys that's earning their spot. So if you got Bullock out there still running and starting, that means nobody has earned it at that position. Even Austin, you know what I mean? Austin looked good for a little while. I'm looking for him to come back and
attack the basket a little bit, but that's what we expect from him. He's not really. He's a streaky shooter. He one of them dudes. He have a good night.
He's a six man.
Yeah.
He screams 6 man.
No matter what, he is 6 man.
Yeah, no matter what. But you know, Julius with 28, 6 and 6. RJ Barrett 20 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Quickly 23 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Alfred Payton, man.
Quickly had 23 points.
Yeah, bro. He had 23 points, 4
plus
rebounds,
11,
5 rebounds, 4 assists. Plus 11. 2 for 2 from the.
That's what I was gonna say about Quickly.
Go ahead.
Like these dudes be scared to go to the basket because they know they can't shoot free throws. But when you look at Quickly, he's so crafty when he get those. When you know he go into the paint to go up, he's always trying to act like he's shooting because he know he can hit free throws.
And that's the thing. That's
why other dudes be avoiding contact because they know they can't shoot.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing. And that's why it's important to have somebody like Burks out there. And you know, when you have Quickly out there, and that boy is always trying to get this. I'm like, yo, I love this kid because you know he can shoot a free throw,
bro. And I hate going back to this shit, but have you seen Alfred take a free throw? Have you seen it?
Yo, he's pushing it.
No, it looks like he. You know how somebody who don't play basketball, and you know when you're a righty and you step first with your left foot and then you step over your left foot with your right foot, so it can be a little bit ahead of your left foot because you're righty. Your right foot should be sticking out more. It's like,
why are you stepping with your left foot first?
It's like he looked like his left foot come out first and he's shooting across his body. And then it's like a flick. It's no arc. It's straight to the basket.
He's shooting straight at the basket.
And now I'm looking at it like, no wonder why you don't draw contact while going to the basket. You scared you're gonna miss the free throw.
He know he gonna miss the free throw.
You know you're gonna miss the free throw, and that's
he's just scared all around. He's just scared all around.
But this is what I'm saying. Like when they signed him, I remember being like, what did they see with this dude? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'd be out there like this. Yo, I want you to play the way you did in practice. Come on, give me that practice, Alfred. You know what I mean?
That practice, Alfred.
He had like 1 or 2 games. He had like 1 or 2 games where he came out. He was like, "Oh shit, look at Alfred," right? You know what I'm saying? He was attacking the basket and all of that. Then he had that one game where he had like he missed 11 shots in the paint
at the basket. Ooh.
Oh God, it's just like, yo, what are we doing? Like, that's why I was like super confused when I was like, oh, they got Alfred starting. Like, we're not even gonna give Dennis Smith out there, but he's been looking terrible no matter what.
So, I would rather Alfred be out there all day than Dennis Smith. I'm sorry.
He looks like a rookie. Like he looks like he fell all the way off.
But Alfred is 8 years in, man. Like, what somebody got to talk to you about how to shoot free throws and how to be aggressive.
No, bro, the writing's on the wall. That's all it is. The writing's on the wall.
That's fine.
And he doesn't know how to. You know what I mean? Like, what is he gonna do?
Send him to the D League. G League. What is it? D or G?
Word, that'll fix somebody right up. Like, yo, we're gonna send you to the G League.
They're gonna call it the E League. They're gonna call it the E League when he get there. But
yo, that'd be me. I'd love to be that guy. I'd be like, yo, coach told me to tell you go to the G League.
You gotta
like,
call.
I don't know. That's what he said. He said you gotta go
right now. Yeah, head out right now.
Walking with the rest of the teammates, like, yo,
just stuff.
You know how you try to say it. You don't want to say his whole name because you don't want everybody to know you call him your
Alfred, come here. Nah, you two, come here. Both of y'all.
Both of y'all. Nah, Knox don't need to go to the G League, bro. He's doing his thing. Knox is doing his thing, especially given the minutes he's playing. He's doing his thing, and what I noticed is that he plays better. He plays better when Reggie Bullock is wave worthy. That's it. Like my man said, what he say right here?
They need you to fill in the spot on the G League real quick.
What my man said, he said right here, Reggie Bullock has no trade
value.
He's not a star. We got a non-star.
He has no trade value.
He's gonna have to,
bro. And this bothers me because this happens every year. Every year we find out the NBA finds out who's not a good player. How do they find that out? Put them on the Knicks somehow. And after they come off the Knicks, they nobody no more. Let's see where Reggie Bullock ends up after this year. Same thing with the coaches. Fizdale, where's he at? You know what I'm saying? Like
he's gonna end up on a team where he like third string. That's where he belongs.
He's a third string player. I'll take him as a third string player. Because then I'll take his turnovers in garbage time. Like, you know what I mean? I'm fine with that.
Yeah, after we already up 20-25.
Yeah. Or, look, play him then. But when a game's on the line and we need somebody to hit a floater or just a three and not be scared to take a shot,
he's gone.
He's not
isn't
there.
it embarrassing, though?
It's embarrassing, bro. It's super embarrassing. I mean,
we got a bench guy starting. Like, damn.
I mean, this is what I'm saying. Like, that's why we got guys like Burks. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually he's supposed to supplant him as the two guard. Quickly should be supplanting Alfred. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. We might not escape January before we see him start if he keep playing like this, because he's putting up numbers. Like, he gets better every game. It's kind of weird. Like, nobody really wants to talk about it like that.
Yo, if you Alfred Payton, you're not embarrassed. Emmanuel quickly just dropped 23 points.
I mean, what did you expect, bro? He saw it. He saw this since the draft. When they first put him in the gym with him, and he seen him taking on them deep shots, and it was going in, he was like, "Yeah, it's over for me."
Imagine you're an 8-year veteran and a rookie coming dropping more points.
Then he started playing.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but it is what it is, man.
Rookie had 4 assists. How many Alfred had?
Well,
0 assists.
Alfred had 0 assists tonight. Oh, he played 20 minutes and got no assists. My man, that's
0 assists. Our point guard got 0 assists tonight.
So starting point guard.
Yeah, but what's garbage? Like, wave him.
The most encouraging part is the fact that Alfred had 20 minutes and quickly had 28 minutes. That's what I want to see. That's why what I was saying for a while, I said, yeah, starting is a big thing, but more than anything else, who finishes the game is way more important. And we say that all the time. So, you know what I'm saying? It's
and it shouldn't be Reggie Bullock. That's for sure.
Oh my God. I don't know, but you know, that's neither here nor there.
I'd rather have Theo Pinson in there for all of that. Word.
Yeah, or Jared Harper, but let's not go there.
At least Jared Harper. And I ain't even seeing him really play like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he said the problem with Alfred outside of his shooting is that he plays so damn slow. Yeah,
Alfred always plays slow, and he never looked like he running, like he don't really move his legs. He always looked like he on eggshell. Like he's not free.
Yeah. Yep, Knicks not talented enough to play slow. Quickly comes in, the pace changes instantly. That's a fact. Every time, every single time. That's how
we made a run for it. Yeah,
and it's almost too noticeable. And what has bothered me about Tom Thibodeau is not the fact that he is still starting Alfred Payton over Emmanuel Quickly. My issue has been the fact that he hasn't been letting Quickly come in until like the 2-minute mark.
Yeah, it's like let him get warmed up.
Yeah, like why are you playing Alfred for 10 minutes?
Alfred, like he got to be playing super hot for me to keep him in there.
Right, and there's no way you had 0. If you finished the game with 9 points, 3 rebounds, and 0 assists, there's no point. There's no way that in the first 2 minutes you showed me enough to keep you out there for all of those 10 minutes. There's no.
How Alfred finished the game with no assists,
bro. Because the jury's out on the kid.
Like, but we know what game he's going to play. That and nobody's moving. Nobody is looking for the ball. They're watching their team play basketball while on the court.
Well, the thing is that I do see that these guys move. They cut very well, but what happens is there's no. Listen,
stand around watching.
Listen. I'm watching these guys. Some of these guys, especially the guys that we talked about, the main guys, they're cutting. But as we always say, there's no space. You know what I mean? You can cut all day through the paint, but if there's 4 big men in there or 4 players protecting the paint, I'm not going to throw it to you. You know what I mean? Why are they in the paint? Because they know nobody's going to shoot. RJ is always cutting. Julius Randle got the ball. You always see RJ cutting. Even Reggie Bullock bum behind sometimes be cutting. But are you going to throw it to Reggie Bullock when it's not?
Yeah, but he's not cutting to get the ball. He's cutting just to move.
He's cutting to move, which is it's pointless for him to be out there for that case.
Yeah, it really is, man. I'm over the fact that we had such a good run, and it's like we're comfortable with that. We're not even going to try to keep that momentum going or anything. I'm done. I'm not done, but I'm just like,
yeah, until something changes. Like I'm not gonna be honest. Yeah. I'll take what I can get, like from the games that are remaining. I'll take what I can get, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm not gonna get excited again until I see a roster shakeup, because this team just can't work. And a roster shakeup could mean a change in the lineup. You know what I'm saying? It could be Burks coming back, something, but it can't stay like this. The starting lineup gotta go. Alfred can't be in the starting lineup. He's got to.
Bullock can't be in the starting lineup. I take Alfred before I take Bullock.
My thing is that if they want to play hard enough, what they will do is once they are demoted, they will play hard enough to hopefully get back.
Hopefully, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Never. Why they ever got to get back? Let them play hard on the bench.
But that's what I'm saying. Play hard enough to want to get back, even if it doesn't happen. At least that'll mean something for us. You know what I mean? At least it'll bring us something. When the starting lineup was in the game, what does it say? When starting lineup was in the game, one guy's guarding the ball, and the other 4 defenders have at least 1 foot in the paint. Yeah, every single game. At the start of the game, from the start of the game, you can see it. They got 1 foot in the paint. Why? Randall's going in there. RJ's going in there. Every single time. Mitch is in there already. You know what I'm saying? How many times are you gonna get an open shot or an open drive, an open lane for any of these guys to be effective? It just doesn't happen. So, that's neither here nor there. Next game.
Do you believe that the front office is gonna make a move, or they on the phone?
I guarantee you that they've been considering it.
But
we'll see. Right, these guys.
Worldwide West, he over there talking to the CP3 like this. Yep. What you think of New York?
You said what? My bad. I blinked out for a second.
I said, oh, Worldwide West got his people on the phone with CP3. Like, what's up? What you think of New York?
Yeah, right.
I'll take him.
Yeah, that's a done deal. That's not happening.
I'll take him.
But Sunday, we are playing the Boston Celtics. They don't have Jason Tatum, but as we've seen, none of that matters.
Maybe. Yeah, we'll beat ourselves at that game.
Yeah,
they can stay on the bench. We'll go out there and still lose to ourselves.
Listen, that's gonna be a tough game because number one, they're a defensive team. Number two, we're not a great shooting team, and that's really all you need for us in that formula. But we're playing the Boston Celtics. Are we playing them at home or are we playing them in Boston? I'm not exactly sure. It might be
on the road. Hopefully, we playing them at home.
We're playing them in Boston.
We're in Boston that game. We're away.
And then it's a back-to-back on Monday. Monday we play the Orlando Magic. Listen, we got some tough games coming up. We play the Boston Celtics. We play the Orlando Magic. We play the Golden State Warriors. Then we play the Kings, Blazers, Jazz again, and then the Cavs. We got to get something. We got to get something going. I'm not as encouraged as I was before, but the job ain't done. The job isn't done. The job is not done. But that's all I got. What else I got, Philly? Got anything? Any points you want to hit?
Nah, man. I think, like you said, I'm not as optimistic. I don't know what that whole flash was when we were winning. I think everybody was excited to get started, and then it just seems like we fell back. We're falling back into this old, like, all right, this is
got comfortable.
And when guys play well, this is contagious, and it's like the same thing when guys play bad.
Yeah.
It gets like contagious. Like dudes start settling. They not fighting around picks.
Mm-hmm.
And when you do like a bad pass, like I saw Julius do it. I think it was RJ. He did that lazy pass and they stole it, and then you saw Julius didn't want to chase him down.
Yeah. Julius, he can't hide his emotions. Yeah.
Right, and then it's like, and it makes the team like, I'm not chasing this dude down after you did this dumb pass. We all seen it. We all did it when we played. Like, it is dummy. I ain't chasing him down.
Yeah,
and that's what happens with this team. Nobody's even like, what's with the lazy passes? Alfred is like notorious for lazy passes. I don't know what it is. There's like no urgency after a certain point. Like you just take it for granted. You're gonna set up real easy and just here, and like the team is gonna let you just pass it to you and get set up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like it was like 3 guys under the basket. who's this kid that nobody knows? He came in for the dunk, like the tip in. And it's just like 3 dudes are standing and nobody's boxing out. They just take it for granted. Oh, we're going to get this easy rebound. Like, nobody's aggressive on that team.
Yeah, it's true.
That's very true.
Stevens came in and nobody boxed him out. Easy putback. And there's 3 Knicks players standing there.
They're standing right there looking up.
Yeah, that was bad. And that's part of what I was saying the other night when I was on Rick is that when these guys aren't playing well, they're not going to play good defense. When they're not hitting shots, they're not going to play good defense consistently. You know what I mean? It's just that's why you do go get someone who can shoot, someone who can score, who is a bucket getter, a shot taker and a shot maker. You get those guys because it's good for your morale, it's good for the momentum. You're not going to be able to win like those games with Julius Randle was just hot. That's why we were winning. It's because we were seeing shots going. You know what I'm saying? And then it echoes throughout the team. But I mean that has to continue. One more point, as my boy IP Star pointed out. I actually saw this before the game. I don't know why I didn't put it in my notes, but RJ Barrett hit 100 points tonight. 100 points. 100? Yeah, 100 points. He had 1,000 points. He hit his 1,000 point career mark. 100 points. Kidding me? Will, my man Will out there with 100. You know what I'm saying? Holding the 100 up. But yeah, he hit 1,000 points. Like I said, he's doing this without a jump shot. I'm not worried. He'll be fine, especially if you surround him with the right guys. You saw with LeBron his entire career. LeBron was never a lights out shooter until now, and this is what, year 14?
I won't say until now, but it was like his first few years. He was
a lights out shooter.
He got better, but not lights out. I guess maybe you could say now.
Okay, yeah, he didn't turn into a lights out shooter until he hit his maybe last year in Cleveland. That's when he started becoming someone you couldn't even. He was hitting pull-up threes at that point.
You could you could rely on it.
Yeah, but for his first 7-8 years, I was still giving LeBron the shot. You know what I mean? I'll still back off him because that was his weakness. That's what you do to guys. You got to make them pay. Make the other team pay. But like I said, I'm not worried about him. The dude's gonna be okay. He's shown all the right signs. He's playing on a team with the best player that has the same strengths as he does. So they're just running into each other. So I mean, it's not a good setup. That's why a trade has to happen. It's going to happen. Unfortunately, as much as we love these guys, some guys that we love are going to be gone. Knox might be one of those guys. Mitch might be one of those guys. I'm sorry, but this is just the business. That's how it goes. But like I said, Sunday we play the what team was it that I said we played? We played the Boston Celtics, and then Monday we played the Magic. We will see you guys Sunday. Thank you guys. Thank you to the chat. Thank you for coming in with us and giving us some nice little insights, little ideas, and the opinions of what y'all got going on. Anything y'all want to touch up?
Yeah, let's get rid of Reggie Bullock. Once he's out, I'll be happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I was saying, man. But whatever.
Yeah. You know.
What we got? Nobody wants to come here, so we get what we get. It's a way to make some real moves.
Cat be freezing. I told you, he be freezing.
Big shock.
Where you go, Cat? You froze? Cat looked like a still shot of a rap video. Oh, it's computer tweet. You got to hit the end button. We can't even end it. We got to close the browser.
Wow. But yeah, we'll be back on Sunday. Let's talk about the Boston game. So until then,
we out. Guess we got to close the browser, cuz.
Yeah, we got to close out.
Yeah.
All right. Peace.